Just me.
It's just commercially driven, similar to Lourdes or these Catholic, pilgrimage places like Fatima, Lourdes, where I don't know if you've ever been there. I've been to Fatima and Lourdes, where there's a whole kind of shops and everything that are kind of a lucrative business, selling. And of course, these have gone on for many centuries. Whether it's in Spain or France or Italy, where people go there and they obviously stay in hotels and then they spend money on the holy relics and they give money. So that's been the whole kind of skepticism of the Catholic Church throughout the centuries, really.
But that's people who are really, they're kind of like primitive communists. If statues are good, I mean, let's assume they are for now, because there's an argument about that. But if they are good to have, then how am I going to get a statue in my house? I've got to buy one. I've got to go to a shop to buy one. Therefore, there has to be a shop that sells statues. Now, a person who's going to be in business selling statues has got to make a living. They've got to order these things. Somebody's got to make them. That person's got to make a living as well, as a maker of statues. So I've got to have money to pay for this thing. People get all kind of like communistic about objects, shops, hotels. If you're going to go and stay at Lourdes or anywhere, you've got to have a hotel.
Comparing it to the money changes in the temple, people were just kind of, people for centuries now have been saying this is a commercial enterprise. And obviously it's needed. In the temple it was needed because they had to change the money over and they had to buy lambs for the slaughter and everything. But it's just that whole thing of institutionalized religion of being a commercial, being a business.
But you're sure the temple wasn't the same? I mean, there you go. Why do they have to have all these animals? People going there paying a fortune every year. There's money, lambs to be slaughtered, or if you haven't got a lamb because you're poor, it's like pigeons, a couple of pigeons. You're paying money. Vast amounts of money is going into the temple treasury. And remember Jesus' story about the widow with her mite. She puts her money in the box. And he says she's wonderful because she gave everything she had. Whereas these Pharisees, they have a big show of giving a big load of money. But she gave only a little bit, but that was everything she had. But you see, isn't this the same thing? Money, money, money. But of course, I don't criticise that because the temple needs money to function. Its priests need food, their robes need to be paid for, the upkeep of the temple is needed. If you're going to have animals being slaughtered, you have to be able to, somebody has to pay to rear them and then to bring them to market, and then you buy them. So money is nothing wrong with money. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil according to the Bible, not money itself, not commerce itself. And I think there's always the risk of people getting the two confused.